How did ancient humans go to the bathroom? Every human does it. You do it. I do it. Even the most powerful kings, warriors, and emperors in history had to do it. But have you ever wondered how ancient humans went to the bathroom before toilets existed? No plumbing, no toilet paper, no bathrooms, no cleaning products, just nature. So how did our ancestors handle one of life's most basic needs? The answer is surprisingly fascinating. To understand it, we need to travel back tens of thousands of years, long before cities, kingdoms, and civilization itself. The earliest humans lived as hunter-gatherers. They constantly moved from place to place in search of food and shelter. Since they didn't live in permanent settlements, they had no need for toilets. When nature called, they simply walked away from the group and relieved themselves in a private area. It was simple, but even then, humans understood something important. Waste could attract insects, predators, and disease. Many researchers believe early humans instinctively avoided leaving waste near sleeping areas and water sources. In a way, the first bathroom rule in human history was simple. Go far away from where you eat and sleep. As human populations grew, people began living together in villages. Now things became more complicated. A few dozen people could manage waste easily, but hundreds or thousands of people living together created a serious problem. Human waste could contaminate drinking water and spread dangerous diseases. Ancient civilizations had to find solutions. One of the earliest known examples comes from the ancient city of Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, located in present-day Pakistan. More than 4,000 years ago, many homes in this city had primitive toilets. Some houses even had drainage systems connected to underground channels. Think about that for a moment. While many parts of the world still relied on open fields, these ancient people were already building sophisticated sanitation systems. They understood something that many civilizations would learn much later. Cleanliness matters. Meanwhile, in ancient Egypt, people often used simple pits dug into the ground. The hot climate helped waste decompose quickly. Wealthier Egyptians sometimes had wooden seats placed over containers filled with sand. After use, the sand could be removed and replaced. Primitive by modern standards, but surprisingly practical. Then came the Greeks. The ancient Greeks developed public sanitation systems and communal toilets. Instead of private stalls, many people sat side by side on long stone benches with holes carved into them. Privacy was not considered as important as it is today. People often talked, joked, and socialized while using these facilities. Imagine discussing politics while sitting in a public restroom. For the Greeks, that wasn't unusual. The Romans took things even further. Ancient Rome became famous for some of the most advanced sanitation systems in the ancient world. Large public toilets could accommodate dozens of people at once. Running water continuously flowed beneath the seats, carrying waste away. Some Roman cities even had sewer systems that stretched for miles. One of the most famous was the Cloaca Maxima, a massive sewer network that helped drain waste and water from the city. But there was one thing Romans didn't have: toilet paper. Instead, many Romans used a sponge attached to a stick. After use, the sponge was rinsed in water, often mixed with vinegar or salt. To modern people, that may sound unpleasant, but for Romans, it was a normal part of daily life. Interestingly, urine itself became a valuable resource. Romans collected urine because it contained ammonia, a useful cleaning agent. It was used for washing clothes and even in some industrial processes. In fact, public urine collection became so important that taxes were sometimes imposed on it. Yes, people once paid taxes connected to urine. History can be strange. As centuries passed and civilizations rose and fell, sanitation standards changed dramatically. In medieval Europe, many cities struggled with waste management. People often dumped waste into streets or nearby rivers. Cities became crowded and dirty. Bad smells filled the air. Disease spread easily. Large outbreaks of illnesses were common. People at the time didn't fully understand germs or bacteria. As a result, sanitation often received little attention. Castles had their own solutions. Some featured structures called garderobes. These were essentially toilet rooms built into castle walls. Waste would fall through vertical shafts and collect below. While not perfect, they were more advanced than many alternatives available at the time. Throughout history, different cultures developed unique cleaning methods. Without toilet paper, people used whatever was available. Leaves, grass, moss, water, smooth stones, corn cobs, animal fur, and many other materials depending on the region and environment. The invention of modern toilet paper came much later. For most of human history, people simply adapted to what nature provided. The modern flush toilet as we know it didn't become widespread until relatively recently. Although early versions existed centuries ago, indoor plumbing only became common during the last few hundred years. Today, many people take toilets for granted. You press a button, water flows, waste disappears, problem solved. But behind that simple action lies thousands of years of human innovation, from open fields used by hunter-gatherers, to ancient stone toilets in Greece, to Roman sewer systems, to modern bathrooms found in homes around the world. The history of going to the bathroom is actually the history of civilization itself. Because whenever humans gathered together, they faced the same challenge. How do we stay clean, healthy, and safe? The solutions they created changed cities,